Background of World War I. World War I, 1914 to 1918, was a global conflict triggered by multiple factors, primarily nationalism, imperialism, militarism, and a complex system of alliances. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary on June 28, 1914, served as a catalyst, leading to a rapid escalation into war. Initially, the United States adopted a neutral stance, but as the war progressed and German submarine attacks on American merchant ships increased, the U.S. ultimately joined the Alliance in 1917. Canada, as part of the British Commonwealth, was also significant in the war effort. Although it was a British territory, Canada had played a crucial role by sending a large number of the soldiers to major battles. World War I not only impacted history, but also deeply influenced literary creation. Writers from the United States and Canada expressed opinions and reflections of war through novels, poetry, and memories. In this video, I will focus on two works, Soldier's Home and The War. Let's delve into the similarities and differences in literary technique between these two works. In Soldier's Home, the symbol of the cross runs throughout the entire story. Before the cross represented the order for family life and the control of others. After the war, although the cross remained unchanged, they symbolized the crab's disconnection from his past life. He no longer had enthusiasm for driving, reflecting his inner confusion and inability to return to the normal life. In the Wars, symbolic elements are rich and diverse. The horse is an important symbol. The horse symbolizes the beauty and resilience of life. In the cruel context of war, Robert's rescue and protection of the horse reflects his respect for life and symbolizes his search for hope and redemption. As for character building, Soldier's Home focuses on depicting the confusion and loneliness of Krebs after the war. Through his interactions with his family, such as when his mother asked, "Have you decided what you are going to do yet?" Krebs' response was no. His conflicting feeling when facing girls, he liked to look at them, but the world they were in was not the world he was in. He would like to have one of them, but it's not worth it. Reflects his alienation in society and highlights the impact of war on his personality and interpersonal communication. In the war is also deeply traumatized by war. He faced many hardships, such as life and death tests on the battlefield and witnessing the deaths of comrades and horses. His emotional entanglement with Barbara, along with his inner struggles in the face of brutality, demonstrates his complex personality traits. He possesses both bravery and kindness, striving to protect those around him. Yet he also experiences pain, confusion, and anger under the pressure of war. As for narrative style, Soldier's Home adopts a concise and lively narrative style, using simple and plain language, often employing dialogue to advance the plot. For instance, "Yeah," said Krebs, "take the car out." This brief conversation vividly portrays Krebs' laziness and
perfunctory attitude to our life.
However, the narrative style of the wars is relatively delicate, emphasizing environmental description and psychological portrayal. When depicting robot psychology, it is deeply detailed. For instance, Robert's first reaction when he saw the hold was one of horror, then of anger. This psychological description details Robert's emotional changes when confronted with harsh environment. Now let's move to theme expression. Soldier's Home revolves around Crab's spiritual struggles in society and the family after the war. Upon returning home, he found himself out of place. People show little interest in his war experiences, leading to his growing dislike for war and storytelling. This feeling of loneliness and neglect leads to his inner confusion and loss of direction, reflecting the devastating impact of war on individual spirit. The theme of the wars is broader and more profound, showcasing the multiple impacts of war on individuals, family, and society. Personally, Roberts experienced the countless life and death moments during the war, suffering immense physical and mental trauma. Family-wise, his family underwent significant change due to the war, including the passing of his younger sister and the pain of his mother. Socially, the novel depicts chaos and disorder during the war, such as brutal battles and the fear of those in the rear. For example, the blowing of the mines was a signal for artillery to start firing, and the entire countryside seemed to jump into flames. This vividly portrays the cruelty of war and the destruction of social order. Through these works, we gain a deeper understanding of the complexities of World War I and its lasting impact on the United States and Canada. I hope that by engaging with these literary pieces, we can reflect on the lessons and insights that war brings.